Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. A Friday morning fire at the Deglo Sanitary Landfill caused the St. Lucia Fire Service to call in the big machines to avert disaster. Rochelle Gonzalez tells us more.
Disaster was averted on Thursday morning thanks to the quick action of workers at the Deglo Sanitary Landfill and an even quicker response from the St. Lucia Fire Services. The incident occurred shortly after 8 a.m. and was discovered by workers on site. Senior fireman Shane Felix was on the scene and explained that the blaze was discovered just in time.
You know, whenever it's a landfill fire, the concern is the way in which such fires burn. Sometimes they start at the bottom of the garbage, and you have to get literally to the bottom of it to be able to extinguish it. And upon arriving here, we saw that it was within a heap of garbage that had been recently dumped at the site. We attempted to extinguish it. We were able to at least control it, but again, because of the nature, we had to get the authorities to bring in an excavator to dig up the garbage itself so that we could get to the bottom, literally again, to really extinguish the fire.
Felix said fires of this nature could take several days to extinguish without proper equipment and operations.
Just as fires that exist or happen within fibrous root systems burn below the ground, this is the same thing that would happen with such a fire at a landfill. So that was critical in terms of us bringing in the excavator to dig up the whole garbage and to get to the bottom and to be able to extinguish the source of the fire. So without this, you would probably be here for a few days.
The senior fireman said landfill fires could prove to be detrimental to nearby communities.
Because of the nature of the fire, you have a variety of materials that are burning here, and plastics, metals, and so on, which could emit toxic fumes. So that could be a hazard. Luckily, we were called in early enough to come in and to be able to control this fire and to get the excavators to dig it up and to extinguish it within a reasonable time.
No one was hurt during Thursday's landfill fire. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. The road to riches may not always be paved in gold. One local entrepreneur elaborates on his journey to financial freedom. He says the entrepreneurial landscape in St. Lucia is one plagued with many steep hills when trying to achieve success. Solange Alfred tells us more.
Hot 7 TV's new program, C'est comme ça nous y est, gave voice to an entrepreneur and small business owner who made a call for greater support and guidance for local entrepreneurs. Melvin Joseph, who owns and runs Lucian Child, a natural product line, says, although entrepreneurship provides a level of freedom when it comes to financing one's business, the framework currently in place in St. Lucia is significantly lacking.
As a small business, you will not even be able to take a loan because they look at you like, no, you'll not be able to pay that loan. Your business might close down and stuff like that. Because I, in the beginning, say, okay, I'll take a loan to boost the production. And I went around and it couldn't happen. So long as you say you're self-employed, they say, no, we don't give loan to self-employed people. If you was employed somewhere else, you'd get it. But self-employed, no. Some of them wouldn't even give you the time of day. So once you say self-employed, no. That's just how it is. So you really have to take your time and do it step by step and really put your all into it and try to make it work.
Joseph says the disappointment of getting shut down not only by financial institutions, but also by governmental organizations specifically designed to help small business with exports and production weighs heavy on ambitious entrepreneurs.
It's very, 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 very much disappointing because I went to Tipo and I told them I had the products and everything. They took my information. They said they would get back to me. They never did. And I met them again. I gave them the information again. They would say they would get back to me. They never did. So it's disappointing to see that you want to get somewhere and the people that are there to help you get that place, they just shut you out.
The businessman says the drive to succeed forced him to form alliance with other small business owners. This, he says, provides added support to his business, allowing him to persevere through any setback.
So, we share ideas and stuff like that. We come together. We meet Thursdays, Serenity Park, and We try to put things together, and all of them have similar problems like myself. So that's why we formed the group, to come together, so we could see how government could assist us in maybe getting duty free and stuff like that, getting places to showcase stuff, and but it's slow. It's slow, but it's there. It's support. It's coming along. It's our culture that when we don't know something, we don't know the benefits, we shy away from it.
Lucian Child offers a wide variety of natural soaps and essential oils that boast a host of benefits for hair, skin, and nails. Joseph says a focus on the abundance of resources found in St. Lucia forms the foundation of his business. Soaps made out of papaya, sulfur, charcoal, and even banana can all be purchased from Lucian Child. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The student body of the University of the West Indies Open Campus Advanced Event Management Program have taken their studies to the real world by donating monies earned from the hosting of events to various deserving organizations on island. The check presentation ceremony took place on Thursday at the UWI Open Campus.
Getting a jump start on their social responsibility, the contingent of 18 students enrolled in the Advanced Event Management Program, embarked on furthering their knowledge in the booming industry of events management, decided to share the spoils of their efforts. Monies earned from initiatives put on by the group were used as charitable donations to worthy organizations. Marketing Officer UWI, Leslie Crane Mitchell, touted the forward-thinking nature of the students and applauded their humanitarian efforts.
Today, you are showing yourselves to be not just excellent event planners, but also good corporate citizens with a strong sense of social responsibility and eager to give back to the wider community. And of course, by extension, making the Open Campus very, very proud.
On hand to thank the students for their contribution was management team representative Marlene Hippolyte of the Holy Family Children's Home. HFCH is an organization which provides service to abandoned, abused, and orphaned children in St. Lucia.
It will go a long way in helping the children, the home, in developing, moving forward. Staying within the theme of development, the focus of the home is to ensure that the children have their needs met. There is a lot going on in their lives, whether they are aware of it or not. And it is the responsibility of the management and staff to ensure that they have some level of normalcy in their lives, which will go a long way in the development. Whether there is reunification with their families or with foster or adoption, we are working steadily to ensure that the children have some level of normalcy. Once again, on behalf of the board, administrator and staff, I thank you for the donation.
Donations were also given to St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association. Management team rep for the SLBWA, Deborah McLean, expressed her heartfelt gratitude to the students for including individuals with disabilities to be recipients of their charitable donation.
The St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association is always ready to accept an invitation from partners or members who do not see a problem, or on their first thought remember that we live in an inclusive society, and that one by extension invite our persons with disabilities. For me today, specifically the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association, we are very proud of you for having that thought for your social responsibility. I would like to say thank you for your donation this morning.
The handing over ceremony was attended by participating students, UWI Open Campus representatives, sponsors of events, and officials from the Department of Gender Relations. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The very mention of the word mathematics can send shivers up the spine of students and even some adults. However, the subject is here to stay. The Department of Education has taken steps to review the current mathematics curriculum to align with new trends and to solve old issues. Solange Alfred reports.
Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. These are all mathematical operations. The Ministry of Education has taken on its own operation of sorts. On Thursday, May 16, 2019, at the National Skills Development Conference Room, a gathering of teachers, officials, and other stakeholders engaged in the process of reviewing the mathematics curriculum. After careful analysis, Deputy Chief Education Officer Dawson Ragunanan says the performance of students in the subject of mathematics is one that needs major improvements.
As a result, we have decided to really delve into what are some of those issues that affect mathematics performance. And as we go through, we recognize that the curriculum has been incomplete in a sense. We actually have a curriculum from grade K to grade 2. However, there is no formal curriculum from grade 3 up to grade 6. So today we have decided to come together because of the fact that, one, we have developed learning standards for the OECS. And out of those learning standards, the math curriculum should come out. It should evolve from the learning standards.
Ragunanan notes the development of a new mathematics curriculum will take time before the changes and adjustments are revealed to the public.
It doesn't just happen overnight. So what we're actually looking for is a draft curriculum, after which they would need to pilot that curriculum. And based on the pilot and the evaluation, then we would need to come back and to actually complete it. Also, I want you to recognize also that with the curriculum itself, it is going to take a long period of time. But because we have the lower school primary curriculum already, we're expecting to have a draft maybe by August 2019, so that we can start working from there.
Praising key stakeholders who have played a part in aiding with the development of learning standards on island, Ragunanan says this has opened the doors for a more reformative approach to education.
I also want to just commend the OECS Commission, the Education Development Management Unit. They have been very instrumental in helping us to develop what we call the learning standards in math, English, science, and social studies. And because of that, we are able to reform. Because education is all about the curriculum, the instruction, and the assessment. And we have been working on all those areas, all 3 areas. And so today, that's why it's so important that we look at the curriculum itself, because this is the starting point in terms of what we want to achieve.
The Deputy Chief Education Officer notes, for the development of the mathematics curriculum, a host of key stakeholders were invited for consultation to ensure the needs of learners are met. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News. Stay with us. There's more news after the break.